Hello. Okay, well, yeah, so I'm just waiting for Action Johnny. He's gonna be co-casting. But yeah, we're getting started here. Let me pull these deck lists over with sirlargeness versus shoot. Ooh, turn one Conjo District. Interesting. And Shrine Maiden finds Clarity of Purpose. Um, we see a Meek Informant. Sirlargeness has a Censure, a Charge, that Clarity, Cloud the Mind, Karmic Twist, Fury, Policy Debate, another Shrine Maiden, and a Storm. So he's really going to want to get favor this turn for both the Conjo District and the Censure going into next turn.
Oh, right, finally. Fucking hell, God.
Hi,
Hey, P-Mittens.
how's it going?
Well, sorry I've missed the start of the game here, but judging on that board state, it looks relatively even.
Yeah, just a couple of conflict characters. We're seeing a water attack. Finds fertile fields.
Going for his stereotypical pokey one-cost style.
Yeah, and he does have a keeper initiate, so he's gonna try to get that in play.
Free guys are always good.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Shoot is gonna draw a card from Fertile Fields. We'll see if he has. Ooh, we see a charge on the Master of Gisei Toshi.
An
So,
amazing charge target there.
yeah, not really
I
what you
mean,
want to use that on, but
I guess he wants that keeper pretty bad, eh?
yeah. Um, we'll see if Shoot has a. Yeah, I was gonna say a Way of the Crane to honor
Yeah.
both of these.
There you go. Cancels are now online for shoot. Cannot be said of sirlargeness.
Yeah,
His
and
cancels remain decidedly off.
we know what's in his hand also, so um, we see a cancel on policy debate. That makes sense.
Yeah, just definitely can't be bothered to deal with that, and who can blame him?
And then a policy
Counters
debate.
of his own policy debate. That's
Yeah,
good.
bids
He bids
4.
high, and the largest drops one.
Um, so I guess what you take here depends on whether you can win this based on what's in your hand.
Shrine Maiden, right? Like, Shrine Maiden draws you more cards, so.
Yeah, you might just have to do that.
Because assassination. I guess if you have an assassination in hand, maybe you don't need to. But he has just lost 3 honor to policy debate, so
Right.
maybe that assassination is not looking as tempting if he has it.
Yeah, the supernatural storm here is potentially 4 skill. So
Well, it looks at this point.
yeah, it's unlikely
Yeah, so he
that
does check the Shrine Maiden.
he's
I think
gonna.
that's the right call there, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
2 supernatural storms to to break the province, but that's Phoenix for you.
Yeah.
This deck is dead in real life time.
We see a bonsai.
Prepping imminently for the Supernatural Storm. Does have to do it twice to win it.
But yeah, he might have enough here. Supernatural Storm twice will put him up to 7. He could also play the other shrine. No, Shrine Maiden got discarded.
That's it. If Chute has one more answer, like a Katana or something, then this is done. I actually haven't seen their decks. Is Chute even on Katana?
Let me check. Yes, he has 2.
Got a Katana here, then. Pretty ferocious first conflict, all things considered. Both players down to 5 cards.
Yeah. It's definitely really big if sirlargeness is able to win this one, and get the keeper here.
That basically guarantees him the favor for this turn, right?
Yeah, that's the big thing that you have to worry about with this Conjo district and the Censure in hand.
Really. And that becomes absolutely fucking impossible to win after that.
Yeah.
Does he have a Katana?
So it
Have something. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done the Banzai, right? Or maybe he just wanted to use a Supernatural Storm.
yeah, he might have just wanted to get the storm out. We see a Steward of Law. So now there are a lot of things he could have here that would do it. The assassination would be enough. Charge, For Shame, Katana, even just another conflict character.
There we go.
Yeah, we do see the For Shame. And now what you can actually do is you can favorable ground out the Savvy Politician, maybe.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would definitely,
definitely
I'd favorable ground out the lawyer, whatever he's called.
Yeah. I forgot that Bonsai was on the Politician. So yeah, you.
Insta lose the conflict for yourself.
Yeah, that would not be
that's
good.
exactly what he does. So Chut spent a lot there to make sure that keeper stayed firmly on the row, and that's probably kept him in the game. Though that did cost him a lot. He's down 7 honor, and he's down in fate as well. But he able to now swing back and put a wee bit of pressure on the large one.
Yeah, and I think that was definitely a good call. Based on what we know, based on what we know is in sirlargeness's hand here. I mean, he can play the Fury, but apart from that, there's not really much he can do here. And
Fury's a bit of waste in this subject in this scenario as well, isn't it? It feels like a bit of a duff Fury.
Yeah. Ooh, shameful display. So, fortunately, he attacked with the Steward there. So he won't get dishonored, but this will honor the Solemn Scholar. This is a military conflict, so he won't be able to use his stronghold, unfortunately.
He will not. But that's fine, because now he has the click to go. And shameful if he has a fan. That will put him down to 2 cards, though.
Yeah, and then the Fury could still just stop that.
In this case, the Fury is not duff.
But yeah, either way here, sirlargeness won't be getting the favor. Yeah, and he doesn't use the Fury. Karmic Twist gets discarded.
Okay, well...
And the Earth Ring evens up the hands again, so pretty good position for a Chute after that first turn, I would say.
Watch his bids now, though.
Yeah.
And play towards Dishonor. Having said that, I don't think Largest is on libraries, is he?
No. No libraries.
less able to play for that.
Yeah. This is an interesting flip from sirlargeness. He sees the bird and then another keeper. Um, and with 12 fate, I have to expect he's just going to play the bird, since he already spent that charge.
Gisei Tochi master back, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Chutereve's got to be careful not to do political first here. It's the bird to block for 2 conflicts,
Yeah, with the clarity of purpose.
which I assume that. Yeah, so they both bid 5. It's still probably correct.
Yeah.
You don't want to be dropping the bids quite yet. It just baffled me that people bid 5. Why don't more people bid 3? Do you know what I mean? It's like 3 is like you're still getting a handful of cards. Yeah, you get 2 less, but how often are all 5 cards that you draw relevant? Like I like to start wheedling honor pressure into the match as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's because we defend a lot, so we're always sort of a
Right.
bit advantage in that sense. But
Yeah, I think most clans just care more about cards than honor.
it's nuts.
So we see a military attack. He finds public forum.
True to his status as a true pro, Shoot does indeed go military first.
Yeah. No defense.
I think we're probably going to see some sort of display of power coming up that may then be cancelled.
Well, I mean, it's voidering, so I don't even know how much you want this.
I mean, taking a fate off Asami is super unhype, right?
Yeah, she has 3 fate, so.
I also don't think you care that much if your bird loses a fate.
Right. Micah wants Shoot to flip whatever's on Konjo, see if he can break that.
Info.
Oh, we do see the display of power. And it gets cancelled with censure.
God, Century's so good at Crane. You pass for Crane, right? It's like, yeah, no, don't have to waste a voice of honor here.
Yeah.
Censure instead.
Is he just on 1 censure? Yeah, just 1
1 or 2.
censure. 1 censure, 3 voice. And
Okay, so we've seen 2
1
out of 4
forged edict,
cancels
actually.
now. Interesting. So he's on 5 cancels.
Yeah, so 3 left.
Back to fertile fields.
And he's doing military here.
Is he doing water? Is that just to deny the
Well,
ring to cheat?
I think he just really wants these 2 keepers.
Yeah, of course. The water. Duh.
Yeah,
A fury here, but we might see a fate worse than death.
fate worse than death would be, he doesn't have it.
Damn it.
So he is going to get those keepers.
There he is. He's now competing for the favor. I wonder. I don't know. You reckon Chut didn't have anything there? It's a weird thing to just let go unopposed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He is on Scorpion Splash, so he doesn't have the Furies. And he only has 1 fate worse than death in his deck, so I guess he just didn't have that.
Okay. Shame again.
He is gonna see what's under Konjo here, it looks like.
And stealing on a back. And he's got another conflict character in hand as well. If he's just marching into that. So it's Manicured Garden, which is a pretty good one to have. This is breakable for Shoot though. because he's got his stronghold. All he needs is a Way of the Crane or a fan, and he's up at 6.
Yeah, that's true. He has the political favor. We could
Hello.
see sirlargeness. He could even just play clarity on the. Yeah, he plays clarity on the keeper initiate. So now the stronghold can't bow it.
That's good. Yeah, that's clever.
We do see a court games to honor Asami.
Games back. Matey have another cancel. Chute have another cancel. Well, smell the policy debate coming here.
Ornate fan. Another ornate fan on the other side.
You can't cancel it. You can't cancel that.
So he's just really trying to prevent this break.
Yeah. Probably muscle this through. I imagine we'll see an Asami trigger in a sec.
Someone in chat says possibly noble sack on Fushicho.
Doesn't that yeah, when the character leaves play,
Yeah,
choose
so it would still get to
still
use its
triggers.
ability, but it's one less turn of a 6/6 being around, I guess. Ooh, we see an assassinate on the keeper initiate. That's really good.
Oh.
And then the forged edict gets used to cancel the fury. So that's a big win for shoot there.
That is a big win there. That is putting in the game. So he's now seen 5 out of his 3 cancels. Is the favour this turn by the looks of it.
And he can actually, if he wants to with this firing, he can honor the savvy politician. Yeah, he is going to do that to use her ability again.
Good value.
Yep.
That is a real shame that Largeness has just claimed the favour now. However, his censure's online, so it's not all bad news.
Yeah.
Province and a half to his province. Boards are relatively equal. Shoot is ahead on fate and honor, though. Sorry, ahead on fate, behind on honor.
Right. It's too bad he doesn't have rebuild.
Just needs to flip some Shigenjas here. Oof, just one. Is to see a cloud, because I imagine we're going to see that guest of honor come.
Yeah. Was that... Yeah, that was a 1x assassinate, so he's free to now play this adept with 2 fate, which is nice.
That's exactly what he does. So I imagine he's going for the passing fate again.
Yeah. I feel like
switch here.
I feel like these favorable grounds are kind of clogging up his provinces a little bit.
Lucky to draw them both now. I mean, it does mean he can sort of shoehorn the bird into policy debate someone at some point. American announcer voice. We're now going live to the Twitch chat rooms.
What? Did somebody say something?
Right.
Okay, we got a Brash Samurai. Does Phoenix...
Okay, so Chut drops his bit a bit wary of that potential 1 bid, though it doesn't manifest itself.
sirlargeness does have...
Guest of honor.
Yeah, he didn't play Guest of Honor. He also got
That
Yoshi.
might have been.
So...
See him not playing Yoshi this turn.
It's a good thing that Largeness was able to get that favor. Finds shameful display.
Ow. Well, that is certainly not going to be surmounted by a humble keeper, that's for sure.
Yeah. Looks like he's defending with the Brash Samurai. Interesting.
Just bows the keeper and then will activate shameful display. He would bow the keeper now.
Yeah, so I think bowing the keeper first is actually good because if you don't do that first, sirlargeness can favorable ground home, I guess. But I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
see. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
Brash Samurai uses his ability.
Still,
Maybe
I
so.
see. He doesn't want to use shameful on that. I see. That's what he wants to do. He wants to
Yeah,
save his shameful. Right. Okay, that makes
yeah,
way more sense. So now shameful is still dangerous to attack. So it's unlikely we'll see him returning there. Actually, having said that, he could just go at it with the birds. He really doesn't give a fuck if it gets dishonored.
right. And the only one Crane can still honor at this point is the Narishma. Um,
Which isn't, so you do political there.
well, he already did his political,
So
so
yeah, oh, that's weird. Why would he do his
I mean, all his characters are
charge?
even stats. So I don't know.
It's just sort of more thinking along the lines of enough. I suppose actually he's got more of an advantage if he does military second because shoot military is less good.
So potentially a big attack here at the public forum. Um, what's Phoenix's last province? Meditations, right? Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna go up meditations with just the Stewart. We see no defense. He could have another bonsai
A charge.
charge, yeah.
Yeah. Got the favourable ground sound as provinces to. What if it all goes Petong?
Ooh. So Sir Largeness tries to charge. Well, he does charge. Censure cancels Voice of Honor.
4 cancels we've seen from Chut. Really, he should be out of cancels by now.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, he's been very lucky to see 4. That's Censure doing some work finally.
And yeah, that's gonna be enough for him to win the conflict.
I wonder if he squandered his stewards. Maybe he doesn't have another for shame.
Ooh, so what I think he's gonna do is covert the Narishma here and go military at
Going for
Shameful.
Asami.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Coverting Asami, okay.
Thing. What's
Yeah.
he got left?
Yeah, I think
Oh, because
coverting
I see. Yeah, yeah.
I think coverting
All right,
Narishma
cool.
is correct here because then Shameful doesn't honor him.
He's only got 1 for political. Yeah, exactly. But he's just going to take the shameful. Looks like those keepers are coming back.
Yeah, that too. Well, one's still in play, so just one's coming back, but
Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a howler of a play from Shoot there.
thought it was political.
We'll see what. Instead, oh, I know that's a huge misplay. Chris is a pretty good guy. See what happens. Still disadvantaged even if he gets the take back. Because now so there you go. Chris is
Yeah.
cool with it. That's fine. At least he's still disadvantaged. He still knows the rival's there.
Right.
Ah,
So yeah, he's
so
gonna
he
take
takes the
that
rival
back.
back in his hand. Like,
So
a bit of that infamous Potorf wry wit there.
yeah. So Shameful
Full
is gonna
breaks.
break.
Ow, and that is Yoshi down.
Yeah.
So he's come back from a bad set of events last turn here.
Yeah, definitely.
And he stood up his Yojimbo pretty well for sirlargeness, all things considered.
Yeah. Um, I'm not sure if he'll be
You
able
know,
to win on defense
yeah,
still, but
Chut has a style of Crane, doesn't he? So he's sat on 7 fate, so he's going to have a massive turn next turn in his dynasty.
yeah.
And then he'll really come alive in the late game, whereas Largest board will fade.
Yeah, he does have 6 fade as well, though, so
Nothing to sniff at.
yeah. We see a void attack. It's between void or fire. I might have considered fire. Um, Supernatural Storm. Ooh, he only has 1 Shugenja right now.
That's kind of unhype.
Yeah.
Debate. He can slide in. Go fuck your show.
We see a.
Cancels the policy in the second century there. Nice.
How many? He's on 2 centuries, so that is.
Beyond two. That's both.
Yeah, that is it for cancels for him.
Adept with court
Okay.
games. So, we
So
think we can safely assume that that last voice of honor is not in Chut's hand.
yeah,
He's played a lot of conflict cards.
he actually can't use Asami now. So
That's awkward.
yeah, I might have used her action first, but I guess he wanted to get that policy debate off to discard that court
Is it
games or something.
more or equal? No, it's more. Okay, so he can actually bow the Yojim. Oh no, he can't because it's been supernatural stormed, and he's used his box anyway. Pay
Yeah.
attention, Dan.
He does have the political rival though, which we knew, so that'll put him ahead. um,
Yeah, a very rude surprise there for Mr. Largeness.
yeah, definitely. We got a big brain from Mind's Desire.
Okay, so he's actually sat on 2 policy debates in his discard already, so it's unlikely he's going to have the third.
Right. Um. Oh, he actually only has 2 policy debates in his deck, so that's it for policy debates for him. And the glory is tied, so it's gonna stay with sirlargeness. And then I guess this Fushicho will bring back the Master of Gisei Toshi.
Is the viewer list everyone currently viewing? Is that just your regular viewers on Twitch?
I think that's everybody currently viewing, but I don't know like how often it updates. Cause I think Mine's Desire stream just finish?
Just got all the traffic from there.
Yeah, that.
So if you just
I
joined
think
us,
that's what
then
happened.
Solarge's just made a very big brain play of making sure his bird left play to bring back a Gisei Toshi master.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of thought in that.
We get the Tadaka also.
Good. Ugh.
So let's see. Shoot does have a lot of one-times events.
And then in his discard pile, he's voice of honor. Well, he's plowed through most of his cancels, so he's probably not fussed on that. He's probably not happy to lose Wear the Crane for shame and court games.
Yeah, Bonsai also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty devastating Tadaka, all things considered.
Yeah. But still 5 attachments that he hasn't seen. Some more conflict characters. Fate Worse Than Death, Admit Defeat. So still plenty of cards that he can play.
I wonder why the guest of. I guess maybe he's worried about the guest because of Karmic Twist or something, or
Yeah,
the mind.
that could potentially It could be the karmic
It's
twist.
weird.
Um,
Honor in this matchup is pretty massive, right?
yeah, not sure about that. Um,
We do, that's for sure. We can
yeah,
speculate away.
because the
Ultimately,
Doji Challenger can get karmic twisted anyway. So
maybe you're less fussed
yeah, I guess.
and conveniently shut down by a favourable ground there. That's always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, sirlargeness is running 3 favorable grounds. This is the third one in 3 turns. 4 turns, actually.
They're
Is a
equal.
there is a karmic twist in the discard, yeah.
Do that with his stronghold if he wants to.
Yeah.
That would that impactful, that twist, because you are just moving it to a brash samurai.
Right. We see a fire attack at public forum.
I thought that might be slightly more impactful, but
So
even so,
this is kind of interesting. It looks like he's defending with all of his non-Shugenja characters. So if Doji Challenger tries to pull someone in, he could just cancel it with the Yojimbo.
oh, that's clever. That's clever.
That's kind of fun.
Nice observation there,
He's
Vince.
not. Yeah, he's not gonna do it though. He's just gonna use the favorable ground to move it back out. Save the Yojimbo for later.
Favorable grounds on a broken province anyway, so it's going to get
Yeah,
discarded
yeah.
at the end of the round.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, talking away over this game. Chut has to be careful now, just because that Tadaka is pretty oppressive and actual numbers of cards in hand. So even though they're both at hand parity, his. So bring off, he can dishonor Tadaka, his noble sacrifice, especially as all the censures have been played and policy debates have been played from sirlargeness. Oh, it makes you wonder. Maybe you should have gone in a bit harder here, a bit harder there even. Everyone's favorite character indeed, Sotomatic. So hot right now. He's so hot in this meta. Oh, right, I see. Gisei Toshi Master actually shuts down all events on the firing. And now we see Largeness going in for a political into the Tau. Defends of the political rival. We'll go into the bin. Formidable than the one last turn, as there's now 3 Shigenjas parrying it.
Okay, I'm back.
Is that by playing the watering every turn, he's getting a keeper into turn every single play now because they're sort of on a weird rotation.
So let's see. What did I miss?
You missed Largeness going in a water conflict, which he's won. He's bowed the
Brash Samurai. Yeah.
Samurai. Good shout.
We saw a supernatural storm, it looks like, so 2 of those in the discard now. And now
Brutal.
we're seeing a void attack here.
Take that off the table, which is absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's... So he is actually going to break the public forum there.
Use Asami, or has Asami already been used this turn? I guess he's already been used.
Has it?
Let's scroll up, shall we? It does not look like...
Weird.
Asami there. That's a small misplay.
Yeah. The big military attack, though.
That gives chutereve a load more fate.
Yeah.
Real way of stopping that.
Yeah, so he's going to
Issue
get
of
the...
Tataka late game like this. He just comes out and you can use your discard pile to just sort of chain break. And there's not really much Chuck can do about it.
Yeah.
Unless he's running Cloud the Mine and flops as his Genja, which I don't think he is. And that's assuming that... Yeah.
So discarding the calling in favors actually turns off the other calling in favors as long as Tadaka's around.
Was that an Earth Ring conflict that just did that?
Yeah.
On there. Oh man, that is so brutal.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, we haven't seen the fate worse than death, right? Have we?
No, we
That's
haven't.
that's Chut's last hope here.
Yeah. Definitely
Death,
wants to find
void
that.
to Daka.
Um,
That's the only thing that's going to save him, I think.
so you probably don't want to play these fire elemental guards. It looks like he's going to play Tetsu. And then maybe just pass. Yeah, it just passes. We might see the other Doji Challenger. Yeah. And you don't...
Andrew on Chut's
So,
side.
That
Is
is...
he running Cloud the Mine?
chutereve doesn't have Cloud the Mind, no. Sirlargeness does. Ooh.
Oh no, he's overfated. Now he doesn't have enough to play fucking... What's it called? Oh, that is an absolute howler.
The mistake there, though, was putting 0 fate on this Asahina Artisan.
Because now she can be karmic twisted.
Yeah. Before that, he didn't have to worry about it, because, I mean, he could move it to
Yeah,
political rival, but you don't care about that. Political rival's fine. Yojimbo...
2 on each challenger.
Yeah, he could have just put 2 on each one. Yojimbo does stop the Fate Worse Than Death, that's true. We see an attack. It is entrenched position. So because this is military, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Void Ring, so he's going to void off that challenger.
Genja in play, but he will get a 2 bump from it because of I spoke too soon. We could see 2 charges here and then a supernatural storm from the discard pile, and that would really seal the deal there.
That would be a lot of skill. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. That was the 3rd charge.
So he is charging. He is doing supernatural storm. So I believe that puts him.
Shoot can't even assassinate his own
10.
artisan because assassinate's in the discard already. Yeah, he's still not breaking. We see a fine katana.
I think we'll see a let go now. He's drawn one of his 3 let goes, right?
Not sure why you play the fine katana. Against the Waves bows the artisan. So he's just going to use Fire Elemental Guard and discard the katana.
Right, that's what he's doing. He's not even going to bother with the let go. That's clever.
He needs one more spell, and the Cloud the Mind will do it. And that also buffs Shiba Tetsu.
Oh man, he is going in for it
So,
here. He's got a favorable ground in Asami here.
yeah, he's gonna have to do that. Um,
Bad news because he probably.
yeah, so sirlargeness can't play any more storms. He has 2 removed from game and 1 in discard, and he's already used his box.
I mean, how many bonsais are we looking at? He doesn't. He hasn't used any bonsais. Is he running them?
No, sirlargeness doesn't have bonsai. Um,
Right. So, well, Chute needs a second katana here, or he needs to faithful grounds in Asami.
yeah.
Or
At least
are
that
there any other
means
spells he can buff?
if there is a bright side to this, it's that he already used his stronghold, so he won't be able to karmic twist now.
And there's a Steward of Law again coming in.
Yep. Assassinate right away.
Damn.
So he has just enough strength to break here. So yeah, Schute's forced to use the favorable ground. Probably means he doesn't have any more military buffs he can play.
I would say that's correct. Like, Solarges has likely got a second against the waves in hand.
He just spent the last of his fate also, so it would have to be a katana at this point. So I was thinking this might happen. We see another against the waves to unbow the Asahina Artisan, because that's going to buff Tetsu again. He still needs 2 more strength, though.
We have.
He does another one. So if he has 1 more spell, which I'm assuming he does, yeah, Clarity of Purpose. And that is going to be enough to break.
On a robust now. I'm guessing he doesn't have it.
So I think it was probably a mistake to put a fate on that Stewart, unless he just didn't have any more conflict characters he could play.
What do you use the fate for?
Uh, if he had Young Harrier, that would be 1 more strength, or even Kami Unleashed, although that costs 2 fate.
Cost 2 as well. Oh,
Yeah,
if Stellaris wasn't confident that he could win at this conflict, he wouldn't be playing more and more spells. Well, 12 card in my hand, I can't play one. There you go, to
yeah,
things.
that's going
And
to be
that's it. That's the game. Winners or the losers bracket that we just casted.
Loser's bracket.
That was the losers bracket. So unfortunately, that is Chut's exit from the invitational there.
Yeah, Tadaka's brain is too big.
Yeah, it really is. Did a fate worse than death in that last turn. That was really going to be the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Fate Worse Than Death on the Tetsu would have done it.
Tadaka allowing him to play his own events.
Well, you can't do it on Tadaka because of the Yojimbo.
True. Sorry.
Yeah, you need a way to get rid of that. Yeah, a very fair and balanced card. Yep, so that is all of the losers round 2 games.
He didn't draw it. He only had Noble Sacrifice, and he couldn't get the firing off.
Yeah.
Unlucky there for Chut. I mean, Tadaka is so impactful when he comes in at this sort of point in the game.
Wish there were counters so I could know how large Tetsu is. We could do that math, I guess. Although I'm not sure if I want to. We could also go back and chat and see how many times you used them. A lot of times, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. So this Tetsu is currently an 8-7.
So,
That
clacking
is,
for a way to get rid of him there, aren't you?
yeah, that is something. But yeah, that's gonna do it for that game. We have Mind's Desire versus Bill Jr. Tell Johnny it's shoot, says Mind's Desire. Not whatever.
Chat, or I call him shoot and chat, depending on how many letters you're spelling his
Yeah.
his So it looks like what's his name? Bayushi Noman and face off in the third round of the losers bracket, which will be cool.
Yeah.
When's Mind's Desires game? Is that now?
That is in 2 hours.
I might not be around, which is a shame because I
Yeah.
always love watching Mind's Desire play.
Another thing I'm noticing is Daidoji Maika is now the last crane in the Invitational.
Bird. Feathered white bird.
Yeah.
Or are they just constantly ablaze?
Two Phoenix. It'll be 3 Scorpion after this game. And 1 Dragon.
Mind's Desire has got Bill, which will be a good game. Favor Mind's Desire in that matchup, Dragon versus Phoenix.
Yeah, he already won against sirlargeness. And he actually... he's beaten 2 Phoenix players to get here, so... Continuing the trend of...
The old chicken plucker here. Mind's Desire, the chicken plucker.
Yeah.
Buddy, better get that brain all lubed up, Mind's Desire.
A lot of attachment control in Bill's deck. But it didn't really help sirlargeness that much, it seems. So, we'll see how that goes.
3 let goes are going to really cut the mustard against 18 or 20 attachments or whatever it is. Crab, dragon run, dragon crab even.
Yeah, he also has the 2 Mia Mystic and 2 Fire Elemental Guard.
Anything you save your let goes for either the Clouds or the Pathfinder's Blades in that matchup. But it's something's getting through, right?
Yeah.
It's probably Cloud the Mine. I don't know. I guess it depends on how valuable Tadaka is. It's probably less valuable in that matchup, so maybe it's not Cloud.
Yeah, Tadaka's not really going to hit much there. The reprieves are another thing you have to worry about.
That's also true, and the fingers.
Finger of
God,
Jade,
there's just so much stuff.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream then. I think I'll probably be doing the Mind's Desire game as well, unless someone else wanted to do that. But yeah, otherwise I'll be back in a couple hours.
And enjoy, and it was fun casting with you.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody.